Hi everyone, welcome to our channel and thank you for choosing us. If you like our content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Today we're bringing you yet another topic from the perspective of a certified life coach and a licensed psychologist. My name is Deborah Brown.
And I'm Dr. Mitch Spiro. Today we're here to present on a phenomenon that affects all of us at some time in our lifetime. From childhood to adolescence, long into adulthood. The topic is bullying and prevention of bullying.
So we thought we would really look at some myths around bullying today. Really hammer through them because this is what people are believing bullying is all about. So we're going to jump right in. Myth number one. What do you have, Dr.
Only boys are bullies.
Okay. We can say a big no to that one. Definitely false. The thing to know though is that boys bully in a different manner from girls do. What you find is that boys tend to bully from in a more physical way, and they're less verbal. They tend to really target people who have less physical ability, or the boys their age. However, with girls, what you find is that girls tend to bully from a social perspective. They tend to isolate others, or really, yeah,
Or even
isolate
start
rumors. Yeah.
Teenage girls can start a rumor that has no basis in reality and totally destroy the emotional well-being of other girls or other teenage friends.
Right.
Young girls can make up things that have no factual statement or reality whatsoever and convince their friends to believe them. Girls quite often don't get caught. They're beautiful, they're sweet, they're little, they're innocent. They would never do that. The boy might have was held back, might be larger than the other children because of age and grade, and enjoys the intimidation of having power and control. And we're here to help you to understand the myths that you've heard and maybe believe and reconceptualize so that you can help other children, adolescents, and your friends as adults.
So, myth number one, there are girls who bully as well. So the myth number one about boys being bullies, that's false. Only bullies. Okay, number two I have for you, Dr. Spiro. Bullying is just teasing. What's the problem?
There isn't one, not at all, no. The bottom line is that all most girls tease. Teasing is from one individual to another without a sense of continuously choosing the same target or the same topic. Teasing is something that's just part of growing up. Bullying has a completely different reality, where there's an individual that takes pleasure in emotionally or physically harming another, intimidating, and having power over them, way beyond teasing of something that's a general nature.
Definitely a little different. A little harsher.
Much more serious.
Definitely. Okay.
That's why we're here.
So, myth number two, bullying is just teasing. Definitely false. Number three.
Third myth. Some people really deserve to be bullied. Is that true?
No one deserves to be bullied. That's totally false, Dr. Spiro.
Good.
No one deserves to be bullied. We're all different. What you find is a lot of people end up getting bullied because maybe they're a little different from a physical standpoint, from an appearance standpoint. With girls, sometimes it's a fashion sense that makes them become the victim of bullies. You know, anything physical. But the bottom line is, we all have little things that make us different.
That's our idiosyncrasies and our diversity to be proud of, not to be ashamed of.
We should be celebrating each of our differences instead of making it something that hurts us. So false. No one deserves to be bullied.
Excellent.
All right, Dr. Spiro, number 4 for you. Bullying is a normal part of growing up.
Only in the sense that all of us, as we were growing up, knew somebody that was either bullied or bullied others, or they were bullied themselves, or they bullied others. Is it a normal part of growing up? Well, the word normal may not hold credence. However, it's a fact of growing up that all of us have been exposed to bullying at one level or another.
So true. All right. So again, false.
Next myth. Bullies will go away if you ignore them. Just ignore them, turn the other cheek, etc., and they'll just stop. They'll go away. Is that true?
No, 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 no. So again, that is false. What you find is that they're going to want to stick around until they get an effect from you. Their whole idea is to get some kind of reaction out of you. So you're ignoring them isn't actually giving them the reaction they're looking for. So
Actually, I've taught many children and adults how to talk tough without making a threat, without saying they're going to do something, but a way of informing the bully that this is going to stop. I call it busting the bully by telling other people that love you and trust you.
that is the key. Communicate what's going on. People need to know what you're experiencing so that they can do something about it. It obviously is a bigger problem than you alone can handle. All right. Number 6. People who complain about bullies are babies.
Or tattletales, or rats, or finks, or narcs. Absolutely not. I've devised a form that's an anonymous reporting form that goes who, what, when, where, why, who else saw it, and what should be done about it. If enough people report the bully to the guidance counselor, to the teacher, to any figure that's in authority, that individual must take control of it, contact the parents, work with the individuals, and resolve the issues.
Again, communication is the key. It's a bigger problem than you alone can handle.
Bring it to the surface. It's an iceberg.
Got it. Okay, number 7.
All bullies have low self-esteem. That's why they pick on other people.
So surprisingly, that statement is both true and false. Well, we're gonna say actually it's false because all bullies, all kind of takes it out of the true. But what you find is some bullies actually have high self-esteem. It sounds weird, but they actually think of them or think of you less than they are, which gives them that level of self-esteem that you wouldn't really expect. We typically hear that bullies have low self-esteem, but no, the fact that they can do what they do, it kind of helps them to feel a little bit better about themselves.
Sometimes even an officer or a teacher may bully other officers or teachers.
True.
So the bottom line is that it's not all about self-esteem. It's about how they learn to treat others the same way that they wish they had been treated. Our job is to help you to stop the pattern.
Got it. Perfect. Next, number 8. We're coming down to the wire. The best way to deal with a bully is by fighting or trying to get even. What do you think?
I grew up in Philadelphia and I'm 3rd degree black belt. I completely agree. I think you should know. In all seriousness, I'm teasing and kidding.
He really is a black belt though.
3rd degree black belt. And what we learn most is self-control. The key is not bullying the bully, but helping the bully to stop bullying. So a physical reaction is generally not warranted. However, standing your ground verbally by using your head and then your mouth, we think of it as actions and consequences, thoughts and then feelings. We help people to understand the bully, not just to fight them.
Got it. Perfect.
Only
9.
children are bullied.
Okay, so a lot of us like to think that only children But surprisingly, you have adults who are being bullied in the workplace, home. Some people say they're bullied by their homeowners associations. They're
What do
at
you
a
mean
different
say?
level.
I've been bullied by homeowners associations,
It
and they enjoy it.
So the point is that bullying happens with all ages, all sizes. It doesn't matter.
All types of people.
All types of people can get bullied.
And don't be ashamed. And don't be afraid. And we're here to help.
We certainly are.
Thank you for tuning in. And we will continue with many other topics at many other times.
So, I am your certified life coach, Deborah Brown.
I'm the licensed psychologist and author, Dr. Mitch Spiro, and we're welcoming you to subscribe and tune in again. Thank you.
Until then.
Okay.